Prasid's debut, on the way after the toss, I went and congratulated him and then said, today's a special day. For me, debuts are they're not entirely about the player. They're about the bigger picture, the family, the friends, the journey that the player has been on, all those volunteers at club cricket or coaches or within the town or village that you live have all made contributions for you to get there and made sacrifices of different magnitudes. So it's a celebration of that achievement, but also the recognition of the start of your next journey. And it was great to see Prasid go out there and represent all of his family, but India and do well on top of that. Yeah, I feel a lot better than I did probably a week ago. The plan moving forward is to remove the stitches tomorrow and then progress my batting in the coming days and over the week, and then fielding at the back end of that. And given the time frame that I have available to me, it's looking good, very good.
The thought that went through my mind as soon as we won the championship was the realization on how difficult it is to win a championship. In IPL, it is such a competitive tournament, and over the years, everyone has also learned some of the tricks of the trade on how to strengthen your team and use the mini auction trades, etc., to do that. And so it is a supremely competitive tournament. And you're right. I mean, it's a bit you reflect back and you kind of think of every single run that made the difference, or every single ball. And last year, after we missed out on the qualification by, I don't know, some 0.04 on the net run rate, somebody had to point out to me, maybe it was our analyst Srikanth, who pointed out to me that the difference was like 8 runs or something like that for the whole season. And you're thinking, oh my God. So that's how close this tournament is. And it is a tribute to the quality of the tournament. And that's why it has caught the imagination of not only the public in India, but the world over.
So we're all actually due to get together quite soon towards the end of the week, in which we will discuss all of our plans and thoughts and actually talk about our strengths as a squad and as a team. And I think the one positive amongst others last year was the versatility within our middle order and the flexibility to either promote Sunil or promote myself or DK. I mean, the strength within that middle order is, if we play well, there's a lot of teams that will not enjoy playing against us. So as it is one of the strengths of our side, we need to make the right call in when to play the best hand, and that's one of the things that we learned from last year. I've worked with Nathan in the England cricket team in his role as analyst since 2010, both as a player and as a captain. And I think when in a new age of sport where information is freely available, I think that the biggest thing we can do is figure out how to use that information. And team by team, every character, personality, the way that people learn is completely different. So having different information available to suit different players, to benefit them, in turn to benefit the team, is obviously something that we have looked into. And when you look at other sports around the world and the role of analysis and strategy within teams, it plays such a significant part. And for me, Nathan coming on board has added to an already strong area in which we value a huge amount. I think when you look at our spin department as a whole, on paper, it's one of the best in the tournament, and that's factual. You look at the options that we have and the conditions that we might play in, probably particularly in Chennai, which notoriously can turn or at least raise the eyebrows of our spinners, which is hard to do. So it's an area that I think if we play well in the tournament, I think our spinners will have bowled well and contributed in that regard. And I think similarly to our batting unit, I think if if we have a really good campaign, I think a lot of our players will contribute and have big impacts in the tournament. Because, like I mentioned, our squad is very well rounded, and particularly in certain departments is extremely strong.